One of the great blessings of Zion is the Lord allows us to walk in a covenant relationship, that we are willing to lay down our lives for one another to fulfill God's desire.
We find that the relationships we have with Zion go beyond just God bless you, we're here for you, but the support we receive through Zion is so practical, it's so spiritual, it's tangible, it's financial, it's there's the prayer support, there's just the mentorship that we need, and the covering that we need. It's a huge package. It's just amazing.
We want to actually work with the Lord. That means we must first of all hear before we initiate anything. And with that is the realization that he can actually speak through anyone in the body. So no one has the word, but each have a portion, and we're glad to make room for each other, not only in the leadership, but in the body as a whole.
You know, everyone accepts us for who we are, and just encouraging, always encouraging each other to grow and to develop and to move forward in the things of God.
To feel free to go for it and act on what you feel God is speaking to you, and that if you make mistakes, people are going to love you anyways.
It's us discerning together, it's us discerning with those covenant relationships, and then it's us going out. And as we go out, there's the spiritual support, there's the practical support, there's the tangible support that we couldn't do at all, anything, really. We couldn't walk in what we're called to walk in without that. And for that, we'll be forever grateful for.
If Zion isn't built on relationships, if the relationships aren't real, Zion will be a failure. And I think that's kind of neat, because there's no false structure holding it together, saying, well, it's gonna function and it's gonna work well because we have this group and this group and this group. If people don't reach out to me and I don't reach out to people on Sundays and other days, it's an empty place to be. But if we are real and reach out in relationship, it's an amazing place to be.
You know, if I'm hurting, or if any of us are hurting, it's like we get together, others get together and pray. And we can feel that prayer, and it just lifts us up and helps us to carry on. And
we have a love for one another here, where we care when someone is hurting. And we're open to each other to share, to pray and to share. Instead of just keeping the problem myself, I share it with others so I can be supported and encouraged. And that way we're walking together as a family or as close friendships. And that's very special with us in the church here.
Yeah, and as we walk with Zion, we've had the privilege of walking in 3 generations in the natural. My mom and dad, Albert and Janet, as well as Alex and I, and then the 3rd generation, our son, has been a practical picture of the 3 generations walking together. But at Zion, we experience that not just in the practical and the natural, but in the spiritual as well. And that's just a real joy and a real blessing to us.
I see the very small children coming, and we have a lot of young children, and I feel that is a very positive factor for the church, because they will grow up with the right ideas, the right perspective in life, and they will be the ones who will carry the church in the future, and I think that's very important.